Alright, so here is a pretty interesting program that's writing to a file, but as well as that, we have reading to a file. So we're gonna kind of just, kill two birds with one stone in this program because, might as well make the most of our time, right? So starting off, we're gonna go ahead and write to a file, and my file is gonna be right here, writing to a file. This is my program that I'm gonna be writing to, and that's the file that's gonna keep the text file when we generate it. So right now it's empty, and this is what we're gonna do in the main function. So we want to get an input variable, and here we're gonna open employee.text. We don't have that right now, but we will make that. Then we're going to do our for loop, where it'll continue on based on the amount of employee records we decide to put in. We'll enter them. Okay, so we'll just print that out, the employee number. And then it's going to throw a counter there to associate it. The name, the ID number, the department. And then it's going to start writing to a file with this right here. With the syntax right here. So it's based on this, then write line in the name, and then it'll make a new line and write in whatever we type in for this input variable and a new line, and then looks like you'll do a print right here, which I'm suppose that will actually put the stuff in. Then it'll close, and let's just get started. Alright, so we're going to say 3. And the sample names I'm going to be using: Ingrid, Virgo, number 4587, Department of Engineering. Next one is Julia Rich, 4588, Department of Research. Number 3 is Greg Young, and it's going to be 4589, Marketing. Employee records written to employees.text. And we took a look into here. We have employee.text, and this is what's inside this folder. Just our basic input. Okay. Now, make sure you don't just run the program again to read file, but basically this is what we're going to do. But before we even do that, if I were to just simply click start, it will divert us to that Python program, and we don't want to do that. And I'll show you how to make it do the read file thing in a moment. So here it's going to open up that text file. This is how you do it. You do open, and then in the tick marks you type in the exact name of the file, and then this little R. Okay, and then name, read line. Then we got a while loop here. In this while loop, it'll continue reading on until there's no more name fields. Here we're going to strip the new lines from the fields. I'll explain that in a moment. And then it'll print it in this format: name, colon, and then the variables within. And then it'll go ahead and just continue on. Let's go ahead and run it with debugging. So sure enough, it has all 3 and all the correct information. That looks good. Now, if we were to, let's say, comment this stuff out, what would happen? What it apparently does is you'll start reading into new lines and lumping it all together, and it just doesn't look neat. That's why you want it like this. And once again, all is good. And yeah, that's a pretty good demonstration of writing to a file and reading to a text file.